Hi there, my name's Corinne Kelly and I'm from the Extreme Academy based in South Africa. I've just returned from a holiday to Australia to go and visit my family, and I wanted to share with you what happened to me while I was there. I was there for 3.5 weeks and it was intended to be just quiet time, relaxing with family, spending time with my little nephew who's incredibly precious, and going and seeing some of Australia with my sister. But I got absolutely sick when I got there because it was incredibly cold and I got pneumonia. So I trotted off to a doctor and he lifted up the back of my shirt to use the stethoscope. And I have a back that's full of moles and little beauty spots of course. And he said, "You have a malignant melanoma on your back." And I said, "No, it's not malignant. I have this tested in South Africa every 3 months, and I've just recently had it tested, and it's absolutely fine." So this quiet and conservative and shy Polish doctor said to me, "Mrs. Kelly, I am willing to put my career on the line that this is a malignant melanoma and that it is very serious." So I agreed to a biopsy, which they did. And it was about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The next day at 12 o'clock, the cancer clinic phoned me to tell me the results were that it was malignant and needed to be removed surgically immediately. Now, first of all, I don't think that I would have got, well, I know for sure that I would never ever have got such a quick response in my home, which is in South Africa. And in saying that, I love South Africa. Africa's my blood, and I love South Africa. However, the medical field in Australia is so advanced and just so superb that within less than 24 hours, the biopsy was done and the results were delivered. So I went in and I had quite a large melanoma removed from my back. The scary thing is that it had 5 incredibly long tentacles on it that had already started to grow onto my shoulder blade, and in a few weeks would have reached my spine. If that had happened, there would have been no way of removing it without causing possible paralysis, and the projected lifespan would have been 3 months for me. So I ended up with a very, very big scar, and it is 8 centimeters on the outside with 12 or 13 stitches and 6 or 8 stitches on the inside, and I was allowed to fly home a week later. The thing I found so profound is that I didn't want to go to Australia in winter because I knew how cold it was going to be, and I knew that the houses aren't built for warmth. But I went, and if I hadn't gone, I would never have got a cold, which turned to pneumonia, and I would never ever have gone to a doctor who turns out to be incredibly skilled at skin cancer. And so I'm so in awe of how life works when you just go with your gut and you do what your gut tells you to do. There's always a reason why you're supposed to follow that instinct or listen to that little inner voice. And I've returned home. Yes, I have some pain. The stitches will only come out next week, Friday. But an amazing awareness of how precious life is and how important it is not to die without knowing yourself. That you really need to know who you are. We underestimate how important self-awareness is, because without it, you have absolutely no idea of your impact on other people. You have no idea of what appropriate behavior is, or what appropriate speech is. And this is just a life lesson that made me look at it and go, if I had to die today, I would be at peace because I have no unfinished business. And so, yes, there's still even more now that I've added to my list of things that I would love to do. But I just want to encourage you, don't wait until it's too late before you start really, really living your life, who you are and what makes you tick. It's time to start paying attention to who you are and understanding yourself, because in doing that, you become so fulfilled and life becomes more meaningful. So I'm going to post a photograph of what my scar looks like. It's not ugly, it's a little battle scar, life well lived. And I just hope this means something to somebody. So all my love, speak to you soon. Bye bye.